Impact.
What's up, Impact fam? It's Coach Dan here for our Recovery Friday video. So today we're just going to expand a little bit upon what we talked about last week. So last week we did the band series, talked a little bit about stretching out the hips and whatnot. So today we're going to go in depth into 3 more hip stretches. Again, a lot of us are sitting around during the day at work, tight hip flexors, tight glutes. So today we're going to work on stretching those out. When we have tight hip flexors, tight glutes, that tends to inhibit our movement patterns. When that happens is when we tend to get our back pain, our knee pain, our hip pain and stuff like that. So again, it's really important that we start to implement this stretching program in a couple times a week. So today I'm going to show you guys 3 more hip stretches that we can do at home on a daily basis. Alright guys, so for our 3 hip stretches today, before we get into those, we want to implement a little tissue work. We're going to use the lacrosse ball. Okay, so we'll go glutes and hip flexors with the lacrosse ball. When we're going glutes, we're going to lean onto one side, whatever side I have that lacrosse ball on. I'm going to get that ankle up on the knee on that same side, okay? We're going to roll it out, spend about a minute or 2 on each side, and then we'll go right, and then we go left side. And then for hip flexors, we're going to roll on our stomach here. We're going to get this ball right below the hip bone. We're going to slowly roll it out, again, a minute or 2 on each side. When we're rolling out with a lacrosse ball, foam roller, anything like that, doing our tissue work, what we want to focus on is finding those tightest spots that scream at us the most, spending a minute or 2 on each of those. So for our 3 hip stretches today, first one we're going to do is going to be more of a glute and outer part of the hips, hip abductor stretch. So what we're going to do is interlock the fingers, bring our knee to our chest as much as we can, and then what we're going to do is externally rotate this hip and try to drive this knee out as far as we can. So again, this knee's going out as far as we can, pulling the knee to the chest, trying to externally rotate that hip, hold for about 2 or 3 seconds, relax, take a deep breath in, pull the knee to the chest, externally rotate. We're going to do about 5 to 10 reps on each side. So we go to the right, and then we switch, we go to the left. Again, knee to the chest, externally rotate there. So our next one we're going to do is our static hip flexor stretch. So we're going to get in a half kneeling position here. The important one with this is that we want to tuck that tailbone under. So we want to drive those hips forward, tuck our tailbone under, squeeze the back glute, lean back a little bit. We're going to hold as hard as we can for 10 seconds, get those hip flexors to contract as much as we can for 10 seconds. Then we relax, reset, drive the hips forward, tuck the tailbone under, squeeze the butt in the back so those hip flexors relax, hold for 10 seconds, relax for 10. We do that for about 2 or 3 minutes on each side, to the right and then to the left. And then our last hip flexor stretch, we've done this one a little bit in boot camp. Everybody seems to be really tight on this one. It's going to isolate the outer part of our hips. What we're going to do, get our feet right underneath our knees right here. We're going to tuck one ankle underneath. We're going to tuck that other ankle on top of the leg right here, right outside the knee. Take a deep breath out, and we're going to try to drop that knee down to the opposite foot. Deep breath in, deep breath out. As we breathe out, we're going to try to drop that knee down a little bit further. We come back to that start position. We tuck the other leg under, other leg on top, and drive that knee down. So if you have any questions, throw them on the Impact Facebook page or on the website, or you guys can email me at dan@goimpactstrength.com. Thanks, guys.